If you're thinking about booking your first cruise with Virgin Voyages, you've come to the right place. I just spent 8 days sailing through Europe on a Mediterranean cruise with Virgin Voyages, and as my first introduction to cruise life, it was amazing. Cruising is so different from how I usually travel. I'm used to planning out my itinerary and every single detail of a trip, but on this cruise, my room, meals, beverages, and destinations were already planned out. So, for first time cruisers like me, it's important to do your research about cruising beforehand to be prepared. Let's get into this video. 1. It's an adult only cruise. Yep, you heard that right. You must be 18 and above to sail on Virgin Voyages. Everything on this ship is tailored to adults, from the layout, the meals, the entertainment to the amenities and events. There's a tattoo parlor, a beauty shop, a barbing salon, and a high-end luxury shopping street. The meals are also more tailored to a mature palate, with a wide variety of meals and specialty dining restaurants. 2. Arrivals. If you arrive hours before your cruise embarkation time and you want to explore the city you are in, drop your luggage with a Virgin Voyages attendant at the airport. It's a free service and your luggage will be waiting for you by your room when you get on the ship. My cruise departed from Barcelona, Spain, and I arrived 6 hours early, so I visited the Sagrada Familia and tried some authentic paella before heading to the ship. It was the perfect way to spend only a few hours in Barcelona.
So good.
The option of dropping your luggage with the Virgin Voyages attendants at the airport is perfect if you get to the ship right before it departs. But if you get on the ship early, you may arrive before your luggage, so there will be no time to change or unpack. 3. Ship embarkation. Embarking on the ship is just like checking in at an airport. You pass through security and passport control to confirm your identity, and you are given a wristband called a wearable. You use it to open your room door, pay for drinks at the bar, and enter and exit the ship. You need to wear it at all times and you need to have it on you at all times. Make sure you don't lose it because it basically carries your entire identity. 4. Download the Virgin Voyages app. Before your cruise begins, download this app. It's your lifeline on the ship. You will use it to make restaurant reservations, book activities on shore, book tickets for live shows, reserve spots for exercise classes, pay for a bar tab, use it to call customer service, and so much more. You can start making reservations for specialty restaurants 35 days before the cruise begins on the app. And trust me, you need to begin booking your restaurant reservations as early as possible because spots go fast. Something to keep in mind is that once the cruise starts, the Virgin Voyages app does not work without the cruise Wi-Fi. 5. Airport transfers. You would think that with all the money you're paying, you would get free airport transfers. But no, unfortunately, there are no free airport transfers, so you can either pay for one through Virgin or sort out your transfers yourself. On the last day of the cruise, I paid $35 for a transfer from the ship to the Barcelona airport to make it to the airport on time for my flight, and it was a great decision. Otherwise, I would have been scrambling. 6. Themed nights. This is my very first travel experience that includes themed nights, but it was actually very fun. So Virgin Voyages has a few theme nights, and to make sure you've packed the proper clothing for it, make sure you check the itinerary on the app. There's a welcome pajama party on night 1, and day 3 is Scarlet night. Despite the name, everyone on the ship wears red for the entire day on day 3, and the ship is decorated with red decor. At the end of the night, there's a pool party that runs into the very early hours of the morning. Like I went to bed, I think, 4 a.m. this day. 7. The food. Oh my goodness. If I was giving anything on this ship a 10 over 10 rating, it would be the food. It was spectacular. The cost of the cruise is all inclusive of gratuities and tips, over 20 restaurants and all the non-alcoholic beverages you can drink, and there are no hidden fees. The 20 restaurants include 7 specialty restaurants with different types of cuisines: Mexican, American, Italian, and Korean. The other restaurants are located in the galley. It's a food court setting with food from different cuisines open 24 hours a day. My favorite restaurants were Pink Agave, serving Mexican food, Razzle Dazzle for the American style food, and Gunbei for Korean cuisine. My least favorite was Test Kitchen. This is Virgin's take on a fancy Michelin star modern cuisine concept. It's a 6-course meal with meat or plant-based options. Even though it was very filling, I wasn't a fan of the majority of the courses. However, I'll be remiss if I didn't add that Virgin is very accommodating when it comes to food allergies. And you'll be asked if you have any food allergies at every single restaurant you go to. I'm allergic to shellfish and nuts, and at every restaurant they made accommodations for me, and they even altered the meals to accommodate for my food allergies. If you want to open a bar tab, it costs anywhere from $250 to over $1,000 for alcoholic and specialty beverages like hot chocolate and coffee. 8. Ship spaces. There's so many spaces on the ship to hang out and relax. There are 2 pools and multiple hot tubs. However, they get crowded pretty fast, so if you want to get a space, make sure you get there early. Virgin Voyages is also very health conscious, and they have a lot of exercise areas. There's a running track, gyms, multiple exercise classes you can partake in, a basketball and pickleball court, a shuffleboard, and a mini boxing ring with a boxing bag. There are also many lounge areas all over the ship where you can spend some time reading, sunbathing, or just relaxing. 9. Tours. My cruise docked in 4 different cities: Toulon, France, Marina di Carrara, Italy, Ajaccio, France, and Ibiza, Spain. You can either arrange activities in each of these cities yourself or pre-book guided tours organized by Virgin Voyages for an extra fee. The tours organized by Virgin Voyages are usually more expensive than normal, but it comes with convenience because they always ensure you get back to the ship before departure. I booked a guided tour to Florence with Virgin Voyages when we docked in Italy, because Florence is 2.5 hours away from Marina di Carrara where the ship docked. So the ship organized transportation to and fro for $130. In all the other cities we docked in, my travel partner and I explored on our own, and we did not spend more than €20 in each city. However, if you explore on your own, make sure you get back to the ship at least 45 minutes before departure, unless you will be forgotten. You will be left. They will leave you. No joke there. They will leave you. 10. Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi on the ship is free, but that's only with the basic package. If you want faster Wi-Fi, you can upgrade to a premium package anytime during the cruise for either a day or the entire cruise. The premium package costs $25 for a day and $150 for 8 days, and the Wi-Fi can only be used for 2 devices. Well, that's all I've got for you. Let me know if you have any questions about cruise life and I'll answer them in the comments. Remember to subscribe because the next video will be an in-depth tour of my sea terrace cabin on the Virgin Voyages Scarlet Lady cruise.